Hello. Long
We're
time no
back.
see. We're back.
Um, yeah. Season 8.
Isn't this crazy?
It's nuts.
Season 8. Look at this fine group of people.
This is the first one that doesn't feel real to me.
Yeah. I agree.
5 is so built up, and then 6 and 7 was the first time we did the whole thing. But now it's this is just the normal, and this doesn't feel you know what I mean? It's weird.
This is I feel like this season could go either way.
I'm very intrigued by this group of people.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
I am so and it's partly because I feel like we've both been so busy that just haven't and I think it'll be this way moving forward. Just we're no longer in quarantine and very much have other things to do. So putting all focus and attention on this isn't exactly possible. So I'm glad we're here and it's happening, but it's
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 the
weird
first time
to not normally I feel like I know everything.
this
And
is
I'm
the first
coming
time
in
we're not
pretty
doing that. This is the
cold.
first
Yeah.
time this is the first time where we haven't put all of our energy towards this. I feel like every single other season we have.
Yeah. And I'm excited to see what happens.
So that being said, we do not have exactly any plans for this draft. So
I have no plans.
I never have any plans. So.
First time ever.
Oh, this is gonna be so interesting.
Yeah.
So okay.
So as the reigning champion, I get first pick. And it will be a snake draft. So I will pick first, Stephen will pick second and third, I will go fourth, fifth, so on and so forth. Will I get first pick?
Good luck.
That's an option. That's an option. There's a few people I think I really like. However, I think I knew in my gut I was always gonna pick this person first. Just very, very excited to see this person play. I have a feeling, at least from what I've seen, and granted, it's also we haven't really.
Come on, give me a hint.
I feel like this person has shown more interest than others in terms of I'm ready. Let's go. I'm ready. And I'm okay, I'm ready. Nice. I think they want to play, and I'm gonna hope the trend of first applicant wins continues. So I'm going to take Dina Rathke as my first pick.
Sean was the only one. You talking about what trend?
Well, hey, has the trend broken yet? No, the first applicant has always won.
What about Lily?
No, the first applicant, which is Sean, won. Was there a first applicant that did not win?
Okay, I guess
no.
I guess not.
And Dina Rathke will continue this trend and will win season 8.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Yeah, I'm really excited for Dina. I think she's gonna be really exciting. That being said, I literally know the Big Brother strategy mind of nobody here. I have no idea how anybody.
It's such a crapshoot.
So
oh wait, am I the one that's updating the thing?
Oh yeah.
It is me. Okay, cool.
While I think Dina's gonna be really social and get in with a lot of people, I don't know Dina that well enough to know if she's gonna be able to win the game yet. I don't know what her capabilities are. So it's very interesting. But very good first pick. She definitely would have been up there for me. So okay. So Scott takes Dina. Are you ready? Let me look. Am I ready is the question. Okay, I'm ready. So I have 3 people, and I'm hoping you're not going to take one of the other one, the one that I don't pick. But I know who my first pick is going to be. And I have a really good feeling about him. His season 7 counterpart.
I think
is really
only, he's up there for me too.
His season 7 counterpart had the potential to go really far, and he was really good for the time that he was in the game, and then he got kind of cut short really early in the game. and I like his personality, and his interview is really good, and he's shown interest, and I think he has the right personality to like go really far. So I'm gonna pick Steven.
Yeah.
And like if anybody that's watching cares, like Steven was friends with Matt, or is friends with Matt. Um, but yeah, so like Steven, I'm hoping. But also like my first pick before was like Jack, so like literally anything can happen.
Um, all right.
Sorry,
I
Jack.
do rather enjoy the fact that Steven picked Steven.
Of course, you gotta support each other, even though it's the incorrect spelling, but it's fine.
No, I also feel very strong about Steven. I would have taken him in the next round of picks, I think. Only reason I didn't take him first is because I feel like he doesn't have as much of a knowledge of Big Brother. But then again, I don't know what any of these people are thinking, and it's such a crapshoot.
Yeah, no,
So I agree with everything you said.
I will agree though that like one thing I realized, or when I was doing interviews from the people that I interviewed, like pretty much everybody has knowledge of the game. Like we sent out like the rules today of the game. I don't think anybody needed them. Besides maybe like I don't know. I don't even know where Tess is at, but you know, maybe Julia. I don't know. Okay, so I get another pick now. Crap, I really like a lot of these people, but my gut is swinging me towards someone in particular.
I'm interested to see where you go. I don't have like a next answer really, so I'm
I
very
have like I have three people that I really want,
interesting.
but
Okay.
I have one person that's like really sticking out to me that I'm like I'm gonna feel stupid if I don't pick this person, and they go really far. Um, I don't know what to say really. Another person who has Big Brother SS connections. Um, hmm, but my gut is going really strong for Olivia Wick, so I have to pick Olivia.
Mm, very
I
shocked.
think she has also, I mean, obviously, if I'm picking them, I think they can go far, but I think she really has the capability to go far in the game. I think she'll be really social, but also really, I'm trying to think of like who I would compare her to, or like who I think she'd be like. Like I could see her being like, I could see her being like Lily. I
Oh,
could see,
interesting. I feel like I mean, I love Lady Death, but I feel like Lily could be like cold at times. I see her more.
I think she could be cold.
I agree with you. I feel like she could be cold in the sense that like Bella could be cold, but everyone
Yeah,
still loves
okay, maybe
Bella.
that's a better comparison.
Whereas like when Lily was cold, people like actually like did not
Didn't
like
like her.
Lily.
Okay. So those are my two picks, and now you're
Oh,
up with two
interesting.
picks.
Okay, where to go next? Um,
I don't even think there's anybody that I'm like, oh, I don't want to pick them. Like I want to save them for last. Like I feel like every other season there's been like that clear person.
mhm.
Or not every other season. Like a bunch of
Okay.
other
I think um alrighty. I'm looking at a couple people. Um yeah, I'm also in the range of like there are like 3 to 4 people that I think I like would like are like my next group of picks. I'm just deciding who to go with first. Who to go with first. Um I'm gonna say so I mean Dina has a very close connection with Maggie. Matt and Steven have a very close friendship. Olivia is connected to Dan. Let's continue the trend of picking people that have connections. I think this person's season 6 counterpart was very, very strong and is also close with many other people, but namely Bella Privatera. I'm gonna go with Michael.
interesting. Well, I
Um,
think like I don't know. Like I don't know where he goes.
something just
Um
tells me he's excited. I don't necessarily think he's gonna be the biggest gamer, but I don't always think that like that is the best. It's certainly like you know what I
so for
mean.
sure.
I just get good vibes,
I
and
think he
that's
could also
sincerely
be
what this
really
book is.
social. But also like yeah, I don't know. I will say he is not someone that I was planning on picking next. Um, but also like you could have snagged like a really good pick right there, I guess. Like I literally do not know what any of these people will do. I'll say it again, but
Um, yeah, I feel positive vibes. I feel like I know he watched Bella play because essentially he applied for season 6 and 7 and then pulled his application. And then after seeing Bella do it, was like, oh damn, I should have done
yeah.
this. And I was like, damn right. But now here he is. So I have a feeling he's talked to some of them and is ready. I also know, or at least I believe he knows, like Maggie Carr and possibly Juliana and Alex and all these other people. Um, so I don't know that for a fact, but I do know he runs in the same circles and might. So we'll see. Um, as for my next pick, I think I'm between two people. Um, okay, I think this person um has shown the most genuine interest and just being so excited to play. And I think they have a very good game knowledge. And I want to see this person do well because of how excited they seem to play. And I just kind of want to root for them. And I think they could do like it's such a thing now where it's like there's no one that's like sticking out to me of like this is the winner. So I'm
Yeah.
kind of picking people that like I really just like want to see do well that I think
Yeah.
could. Um this person gives positive vibes for me, knows the game, I feel like excited to play. I'm gonna pick Hawatha.
Ah, that was my next pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Hawatha.
Okay, at least that makes it like a little easier. Oh, darn. Yeah, I think he could do like exceptionally well. Again, like I don't think I can see any of these people winning yet because I literally do not know who they are, but I think he could do really well too. I said that about every single person so far, but all right, that was your last pick, right? Okay. All
Yep.
right, I'm looking at who's left. I feel like I also have someone calling to me now. Another person who has shown like a lot of genuine interest and like who I know will like play, and that's like the first step you need to like do well in this game is like genuinely want to play. So my next pick will be none other than Rocky Roby himself.
Very nice.
Um,
Rocky is a dark horse for me.
I know,
I don't
and I'm
think
like
I would have picked him
excited.
next, but now that you say it, like you're completely right in that like he's ready, I think.
He's ready, and he looks smart too. All right, now I have to like look at this and think now.
I think oh you could have just snagged someone there. That like all of these could have been snagged. I'm gonna say that about everyone, but yeah, I think that's a good pick.
Um, Shoot, it's like Darby, Tess. I've never even spoken to. Like I don't even know. All right, my gut. All right, my gut is telling me go with Tony, so I gotta go with Tony. I don't know
Ah,
why. Uh,
Tony was going to be in my next round, so yeah.
yeah, okay.
Um,
Another person with just like genuine excitement. I think he's gonna do well.
yeah. Um, yeah. Um, no, I think Tony's also gonna do very. I mean, I think that yeah. I mean, of course they all can't do well.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I'm thinking too.
very
Okay, I guess
nice.
that's
Yeah,
it for
no,
me.
I think oh, strong pick, strong pick. Okay, Tony would have been in my next two.
We have a lot of
So
like evenly matched people here now.
I think I do know my next one. Do I though? I don't know. I mean, I have 2 picks here.
You do, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, I do think I have my first one.
Okay.
This is someone that I think you just said a second ago. We don't know a ton at all. However, every time we've like texted something, there's been a quick and eager response, and I've only heard really good things. I'm gonna go with Darby.
I think she was gonna be my next pick.
Yeah. I get the sense that she's really ready to play. Darby has a connection to Megan from season 4. There's a lot of connections to outside people now that I realize it, but none of them know each other, which is fun.
But we did like berate all of the house chat.
And
like,
we did,
get
yes,
all of
we
your
did.
friends to apply.
Correct.
It like makes sense, but
I'm gonna go with Darby. I think she has a good head on her shoulders in terms of like knowing at least what's happening.
yeah, I think so too.
And I think she's shown eagerness to play, which again is a positive. Oh, I get to go again. Okay, I'm stuck between 2 people. You know what? I'm gonna try to play the mind game. I'm gonna pick the person that I think you're more likely to pick, in hopes that the other person is still there when I get around.
Yeah.
And if you happen to pick them, fine.
Okay.
So I think that.
Well, now I'm gonna try to pick the person that you're trying to pick.
Okay,
I don't know if it's gonna work, but
I'm not too emotionally attached. Okay. I think this person knows the game the best out of people, in that not the game of Big Brother, but the game of online Big Brother. And I think that is an advantage. We've seen it be an advantage in the past.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna go with Peyton.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I didn't pick him at first because maybe just because they seem very similar, but I see him being very similar to Sean.
Yeah, and to be fair, Sean did horribly. So
well, I'm just saying, I think that if you put Sean, it's gonna sound so bad, but
if you put Sean on a different season, I think he goes.
If you put Sean in a season with people who are actually competent, I don't think that Sean wins. And I think that these people are going to be competent and try to get him out. But I don't know if he's going to make himself out to be too big of a threat or whatever, because he is like one of the biggest names on online games. So like, if people know that, like that's a big
some, like some people for a fact should know who
he
is, which is interesting.
But yeah, like you really don't know. So okay.
I'm gonna hope it's a good thing.
Okay.
Now, who do you think I was gonna pick next?
I don't know. I'm not going off of that.
Okay.
But I think I know who it is, and I'm picking them anyways.
You're picking them anyways, or?
Well, I was gonna pick them anyways, but I think they're gonna be my second.
I'm very interested to see if you know.
They're gonna be my second pick because I want to keep the suspense up and I want to pick the other person. Okay. I'm trying to like think of how I can state these things without like giving everything away about who my pick is. Well, I need another woman on my team, so I definitely want to. The women in Big Brother SS tend to always do better than the men. So I feel like statistically getting more women is smart, because what was it, season 7 or was it season 6? Season 6 was like the first time in history where there were more men in the house than women.
It was one of them. It's only happened one time.
I think it was after the double eviction in 6 when Jordana and Bella went home.
It was when the final 5 was because it was the final 4 was Armand, Sean, Kevin, and Emmett.
And then it was Maris and Sammy, yeah.
That was Maris and Sammy, yeah.
Yeah. So there's only been one time ever that there have been more men in the house than women. So I also think that this person knows the game really well. She has multiple past connections with her own blood playing before. I don't know if that really means much because he didn't do very well. And she very much knows Annie from last season and helped her play last season. My only concern is that she has Annie trajectory of like kind of being social a little bit in the beginning and then like kind of flaming out and going out like the beginning of the jury. I really hope that's not the case because I would love to see her like mastermind her way through this game. I mean, she said Bella was like literally who she would relate to. So I hope that's true. So I'm gonna go with Isabel because I think that she could do really well, and I'm like rooting for her to do well because I want her to be that person to like silently sit in the shadows and like do a bunch of good things.
Yeah, that's a yeah.
Was that who you're gonna pick?
Isabel was not who I was going to pick.
Yeah,
No.
I think I'm picking them second. So
I agree with everything you said. I think Isabel has the potential to be very, very good. My
dang,
only nerve is that she doesn't play as hard as she needs to.
I think that's like I feel like she has Annie.
If she gets past that hurdle, I think she'll do very, very well.
Like I don't want her to like be like, oh, I have to play like Annie did because like you shouldn't because she didn't make it like that far. Like you want to play differently than Annie.
You want to do what Annie did, but
Better.
right. Yeah, yeah. I have all due respect.
I love you, Annie, so much, but I feel bad for all these people left because I don't want them to think that they like suck. But
no, wait, what? Who was it that? It was a recent season that like
everybody always does it. They're like, "Oh my god, I was picked like second to last." I'm like, I literally don't know any of you. Like, I'm sorry.
no, like literally the last season in the bottom three was Matthew, who we walked away saying was like the best player from the season.
Yeah, and Maris was like one of the last picks.
Yeah, Maris. Yeah, exactly. So it's random.
Also, Murph was the last pick, and he got.
Well,
Okay. It was my last pick, and he got second. And like even like arguably like Deck did well. So like I mean like anybody's
exactly
it's a crapshoot. But that being said, I must continue on here.
Okay, I'm interested to see if you know who I was going to pick.
I think everybody here, except for one, who I will not be picking, is such a wild card. Like I literally do not know. I've been saying that the entire time. I literally do not know how 5 of these people will play the game. I feel like I know one of them, and I'm not picking them right now. But this one like screams like I know what I'm doing. And like I feel like that's really important in this game. They've always been like the one to be like, oh yeah, I'll get that to you right away, or like that kind of stuff. And seems also genuinely interested. I think they are so confident. I don't want their confidence to be like their downfall. And I hope it doesn't. I hope their like knowledge of the game is the thing that gets them really far. So I'm gonna take a gamble here, and I'm gonna go with Elijah. Was that who you're gonna pick?
It's not.
Oh, interesting. I thought for sure.
I will say so like last round, Elijah was not the one who I was talking about. This round with my 2 picks, Elijah would have been my second pick.
Gotcha. Okay.
But Elijah was not the one I was talking about.
And you get stuck with someone this time.
A joy. But again, there's also like there's no one here that I feel poorly about. So
no, yes, same.
Whereas in past seasons, I've made it very clear that there are people that I do not want on my team. Go watch previous drafts. I apologize, Joe Murphy. I apologize, Matt McCartney. I apologize, Jane. No, it was Matt.
No, it was either James or David. I'm pretty sure it was David. Or no, it was definitely James.
No, it was Matt because you took Matt, and I was like, thank God.
Oh, I thought it was James and David. I'm pretty sure
James and David were the bottom 3 were Matt, James, and David.
I know.
And you picked Matt, and I was like, thank.
I thought the person one was James or David. Okay, interesting.
I'm pretty sure I got James or David, but
yeah, you definitely got James because I literally had the entire pre-jury on my team pretty much. Anyway.
Alrighty.
Right.
Okay. In terms of game knowledge and strategy, I know for a fact that this person has thought about it 20,000 times over. The only hurdle they need to get over is playing the game. If they do that, I have the utmost confidence. I had a feeling you weren't going to pick them, by nature of you're not very close friends with them.
Fair enough.
I am going to pick Caroline. Caroline is my bestie.
Well,
I was
good thing you're only picking her sixth.
Yes, but also, was there a world that you were picking her any sooner? And the answer is clearly
No,
no. I really hedged my bets here
okay, fair
because
enough.
I made the mistake with Jordana in the past.
That's true. Yeah, I did pick Jordana twice before you did.
Yes. But I think
Wrongfully so.
um no, Caroline knows the game.
Wait,
She's
are
excited to
Jordana and
play and just
Caroline
needs to play.
are Jordana and Caroline like in the same circle? I don't even know your friends.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. They might like know of each other, but no, not.
I gotcha.
I've never hung out with them together. Yeah.
They don't seem like they would be in the same circle. I don't even know them that well. I don't even know Caroline that well, but I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah, no, they're not. Different circles of people.
Okay. Yeah, I want her to do well. I want her to do well. I'm ready for everyone to do well.
Okay. Interesting. I don't know where I'm gonna go now. Okay. There are four very, like, I do want to pick all of these people for different reasons. And those are also the reasons I am hesitant to pick these people. And they're all wildly different people and reasons, I mean.
For
sure. Okay. Okay. Okay, wait 1 second. I think I'm down to 2.
My tea is cold.
Okay. I'm going to move forward under the impression that I think this person could be one of the first boots. However, this is not a draft of picking who we think is likely to go farthest. It's a draft of who we think is going to win. It doesn't matter if you get second. I think a lot of these people, like I think the likelihood that some of these people go far is more likely than the likelihood of some other people going far. However, I think their win equity is a little off. And this person, I think, has the full potential and readiness to win. It's just about honing energy in the right direction.
I agree completely.
That being said, this person has, and we love this, been like nonstop talking about how excited and been watching all the seasons and is ready to play. And I'm ready to see him play. And I just I hope and pray that he does not flame out. I'm going to pick Dalton.
Yeah. No, I've completely loved watching him like watch the season.
Oh, I love Dalton so much. I'm just so nervous he's gonna flame out.
No, exactly. And that's like the exact reason that I didn't want to pick him sooner was because I feel like he's gonna play too hard too fast. And that worries me that he could kind of get the boot. But like I feel like there's so many people we've said that about before. Like I feel
exactly. And that's why I'm like, you know what? Let's just do it.
Like I feel like I clearly saw James winning. I feel like I clearly saw Sean winning. And I feel like I guess those are the only 2 times really, but like it's such a thing as like, oh, like I think they're gonna win, so they probably won't. But like that's so not true. Like you could predict a winner right here and be right. Like it's so
we've actually been rather good at it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like we really predicted Sean, we really predicted James, we really predicted Juliana.
Yeah.
We did not really see Aaron coming. We did not really see. I mean, Lily was up there in the picks.
Yeah, Lily was up there. We
didn't really see Maeve.
No, yeah, especially because we were blinded by like so many great people going into that season that we were like, Maeve is such a small name, but like,
yeah, winners have really been picked everywhere from first round to last round, which is really interesting.
So anyway, yes, I feel like he's too much of a wild card for me that I would have wanted him any sooner than he was picked. But I also am rooting for him to do well again. So I'm rooting for everyone to do well. Okay, now I get 2 people and you get 1. Let's see. Um, um, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Um, Part of me worries that one or two of these ladies like will not play the game. And I hope I'm so wrong and they're like, why would you think that of me after the season? Um, but like that's what worries me about. Because that's like ultimately the worst part is like people who could have done well if they like just played. So I worry about that. Um, like I kind of have to decide between like people who may or may not play the game versus like people who I worry could play too hard and make themselves a target. So that's kind of like where I'm at right now. I was deciding. Okay, this is so hard. Okay, it's making me a little nervous because I think she will end up playing maybe too strong to start out with.
I will get ready for the person.
Um, but I feel like I've seen her or I've heard about her playing a lot of times on different games, and she's won quite a number of them. So I feel like that kind of speaks for itself a little bit. I feel like, I mean, what's to say that she won't do the same here? So I'm gonna pick Maddie. Um,
Maddie was the one I was stuck between
mhm,
Dalton for the same reason. I think she has the potential to win, but could flame out. And I just have talked to Dalton more.
yeah. Okay. Julia and Tess, two people who have been kind of quiet. Tess, we literally just added onto the season like literally two
I was gonna
days ago.
say, to be
Like
fair.
maybe a day. Like I don't even know. Um, I feel I like my gut is telling me one of them is gonna do really well, and one of them is gonna like not play at all. I just don't know which one, and I'm like trying to pick the right one because I'm gonna feel so stupid later if I pick the wrong one. Um, Ooh, okay. Since it's so up in the air, I am gonna put all my eggs in the basket of someone whom I love very much. Someone who entrusted us with this person for the season, who recommended this person, Nora Martin. I had to like think of her last name for a second. Um, and she said that she would do really well. You know, she could be busy a little bit, but like I've heard, I trust Nora a lot, and you know she really put a lot of time and effort into the game when she played. So I'm hoping she knows that what is needed for this game, this person has. So I'm going to pick Tess in the hopes of that.
Very nice.
Yeah, and
Wait,
also like,
honestly, yeah, wait, yeah, you go.
and honestly, like I coming into this draft, I did not even see Julia being last pick. Like
Well,
she's all
I'll talk about Julia in a sec
okay.
because I
Um,
am thrilled to be getting Julia. I did not think I would be getting her this late.
interesting. Okay. No, yeah, and I like I look at this and I go, wow, we like both have really strong teams because everybody here, like for right now, is really strong. And also another thing, I wonder if this will be the eighth season in a row where we see the first boot be a male again. The
There's
eighth.
never been a female first boot.
Well, that would explain why there's only one time ever been more guys than girls.
Oh yeah, yeah. um, no, but yeah, no. Tess is just the biggest wild card for me in that we have heard nothing. Um, Julia, I'm very, very excited to see play. Um, I mean, what she said in her interview, I don't think I was actually able to be there live, but and what I was able to like watch back made me very, very happy. In terms of like, I think sincerely, like looking back on the seasons, the people that have come on, there's one of two attitudes that seem to do really well. One being, I'm here to play everyone and demolish and crush. And that can either land you on the Sean or Maris or Lily spectrum.
Yeah.
Or it can land you on like the Josh or
Yeah, like it's
the other
so
spectrum. But then there are the people that like simply come in, and I don't think Julia is simply coming in to do this. But one thing that she really said in their interview that like so clearly sticks out in my mind is like, I'm looking to like sincerely meet new people
mhm.
and be friends. And the people that do that are the people that end up being very likable and
Yeah,
go very far.
I
So
agree.
like this is what I was talking about before with like, do I pick someone? I think the likelihood that Julia goes very, very far, if not like finale far, is very high. I just hope we see that little bit of killer instinct where like she could make a
Yeah,
move.
now I'm like an hour ago,
That's the only thing that I haven't seen from Julia yet. And I think it could be there. And it's just a thing of I don't know Julia on a
an
person.
hour ago, I was like kind of underwhelmed for the season, but now I'm like ready to
I was gonna
go.
say now I talked about
I
it.
am like, I cannot believe we're starting tomorrow for 40 days. Oh my gosh.
For what?
It's like 36 days.
Oh my god, you said 40. I was like, no, 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 no.
That's rounding up. We're not, it's
That's
not, it's
true.
pretty
That's
much
true.
40
It is
days.
like what, 36, 35?
But like, I always forget what it's like to be in a season for like an extended period of time. Like tomorrow's gonna be, this is our last free day, pretty much. Today wasn't even a free day. We did this all day, but
No, I'm very, very excited
I'm so
for this
excited.
group. Um,
I'm so excited to like be surprised and like be
this is the first cast where we
completely proven wrong
sincerely
about what I said.
we don't know, no one on this cast knows each other on a personal level, like
Yeah,
outside the game. And besides like myself and Caroline, I think, and us and Dina to a certain extent. But even that is
that's
like
it.
we don't
And
like
like I know like Olivia like a little bit.
exactly like we don't like no 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 these people. We're like they're like
And
people that we've
it's the
seen
first
every
time
day.
ever.
Um again, besides for Caroline and
Yeah.
myself. But I'm so excited.
Like yeah. I This is the first time where I have no idea what could happen tomorrow. Like usually I'm like, oh, I think like these people will talk to each other and they like might form this group.
It's such a wild
Like even last
like,
season
you can form groups between people.
we were like, oh yeah, Lily and Murph are definitely gonna form an alliance together. Like Niall and Kristen are probably gonna stick together. We knew this coming into last
You
season
could
and
say some
previous
things.
seasons. We were like, oh yeah, Ben and Brandon probably gonna talk to each other. Um, like, and we unintentionally like. I hope this isn't gonna be a downside for this season. This pretty much always happens where we like disproportionately cast more people from Pennsylvania than like any other
That's
place.
the one thing. We looked at it, we're like, damn, there are like 6, 7 people.
There's like
None, to be clear, on the record right now, none of them know each other.
Well, who is it? Okay.
It's
Olivia.
Dina is a friend of ours and Maggie's who went to high school out by me. Michael is friends with Bella Privatera,
Who went to high school near me.
who
Who
went to
like
high
lives
school.
down the street. I completely forgot about like he's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
down the
who lives
street.
down the street from Steven, is involved with the same like group of people that like Bella Privatera from season 6 is involved in. Darby is a roommate of Megan's from season 4. I'm not sure where in Pennsylvania Darby lives. I don't think it's around us.
Coatesville like is like near you.
It's closer to me. We don't even know Darby.
Yeah.
Then we have Olivia, who is a friend of Dan's from college that happened to live in the area that Steven had known previously by like, oh my gosh, yeah, I remember you.
Like no lives near me kind of.
Then
Isabel.
Isabel is the sister of Frankie and friend of Annie's who goes to Marion, the only Marion student this season. I'm pretty sure this is an all-time.
The first, yeah.
No, besides season 6.
Oh yeah.
Where there was also only Bella. And then Tess is a friend of Nora's
Who we also
who goes to North Bend High School. Again, we don't know. Like no one no one knows each other.
You're right. Like these people don't know each other. Like, and even it's also funny. Like, Dalton and Julia are both from
Kansas City. I mean, for all we know, they're cousins, but
for all we know, they know each other, but we have no idea. And who's the other two? Who are from Indiana?
Caroline and Stephen are both from Indiana. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even like realize it until we ran through it that like none of those people know each other.
Zero people should know each other on the cast.
They all come. Well, the only people I'm like worried about that would have a connection would be like
Elijah and Peyton.
Elijah, like maybe with Hawatha.
Maybe Maddie. I think there's a world where people that have played games before might know of each other. We've seen that in the past.
And it's also like that could be good and they work together, or it could be bad and
yeah, exactly.
So like it's also like so up in the air. I mean, we just saw like not even a problem. Like it wasn't even a problem. People just made it to be a problem last season when like the Pennsylvania Alliance. Like I hope that doesn't become a thing like based on where you live. Like that's so dumb. Always hate it.
Well, to be fair, I think it became a thing because Lily had a bad experience with the Pennsylvania Alliance in season 4.
When she and Colin were the only people not.
The only people. They were the first people not from Pennsylvania, and that was season 4.
Past that season, what the hell happened there?
And what is season 4? We don't talk about season 4.
Season 4 doesn't exist.
Season 4 does not. Literally, if you go to try to watch the episodes, season 4 is the only one that you physically cannot do so for.
Season 4 is the BP9 of PBS.
Yeah, literally. Which is crazy because it produced like great, like it's produced the most winners in James, Maeve, Lily.
That's terrifying. I hate that. Anyway.
Which is so funny.
Yeah.
That's all I've got. I'm excited for tomorrow.
We're starting in 15 hours.
This time tomorrow, we will have an HOH as well as someone with a power.
A game-changing power, if you will.
Ooh.
Even though by the time you watch this, you'll know who it is and with the powers. But anyway.
No, not in theory, no, because we won't be doing spoilers.
Oh, that's right.
So like the cast will know.
Like the cast will know, like the season.
The cast will know, yeah.
And let's be real, those are the only people who are watching this.
And they're the only people that really watch the draft. So fair. Okay, we'll see.
The cast, I hope you all do well. But I'm rooting for my team. I hope my team comes 1st through 8th.
I had really consistent trajectories of getting my entire team far, and then you have one person left over, and then that one.
Honestly, true. The way in which I almost won season 5, like again, after having my entire team go out.
It was literally like the jury on my team, and then Alex on Steven's, and then everyone left.
I'm down 4-3. I need to win this one to stay alive. So
I would say, have we ever gone?
I had 2-0. Then it was 3-2. And then it was.
It went you, me.
And then I won 6, you won 7. Yeah. So it's been close. It's been a race.
Interesting.
Cool. Okay.
Very exciting.
I have a good team. I have a feeling I can pull this one out.
I have a good team.
I know. So there you have it.
All right.
I need to finish sending keys to people to tell them.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to end the meeting. By the time you see this, we will have crowned a winner. That's very exciting.
It's so weird. Will we live stream the finale? I don't know if are we live streaming it this year?
We'll have to decide. I feel like that was always fun, but like.
Or are we recording it and posting it?
I don't know.
I mean, like a live premiere.
It's also gonna live premiere. Like we're setting this up tomorrow.
When? No, like live. Sorry, like a premiere upload of the finale.
Oh, gotcha.
For people to watch.
Oh yeah, that could be fun. Okay. We'll talk it out. Okay. Congratulations, winner of season 8, who hopefully is on my team. Okay. Goodbye. I'm stopping so Scott can say.